Episode 1, The Winter of Ownership. August 20th, 1991. Independence. Reborn in the chaos of a falling empire. The red flags are lowered, and for the first time in 50 years, the blue, black and white rises over Estonia. But freedom comes with silence and empty hands. September. The Soviet troops begin to withdraw. Abandoned trucks and broken machinery rust in the rain. In Tessie, the Kingsepp family walks the old farm road again. The barns are empty, the cows long gone, and the only tractor stands lifeless in the shed. October. Government officials arrive with papers and promises. The Land Reform Act divides what once was common. Boundaries are redrawn, tempers flare, and families argue over forgotten fences. November. The first snow falls over the Ilves fields, is untouched, waiting. The Tams reopen their small shop beside the ruined dairy, trading firewood for flour, fuel for hope. At night, the only light comes from burning pine. December. Hunger and cold settle deep. Neggie's widow burns the last of her woodpile. The state's old kolkhoz buildings stand dark, their chimneys silent, their windows broken. Yet somewhere inside, people still live, the last workers, waiting for wages that never come. January 11th, 1992. Morning frost cuts through the valley. A new year, but no new beginning yet. The land is free, but the people are still learning what freedom means. In Tessie, survival is still the only language everyone understands.
Hello, wonderful farming people. So, welcome to new series, and we are in cold winter Estonia, and it's 12th of January 1992. So, Estonia has declared independence just a few months ago, and actually it happened 20th of August 1991, and the end of Soviet Union happened at the same day, and the oppression of Soviet Russians have been ended here, and just under a month ago they left from the area and basically took everything we got machinery wise, but we have our freedom now. So this is my place, and times have been quite challenging and hard, and especially now that we have some kind of a future ahead of us, so need to figure out how to live. Yeah. So the state of Estonia gives some help, and luckily also from abroad some aid is coming and has come, so we can make it through this winter at least. And my father lives there, he has his own house, so we can take a look and start showing a little bit where we are. Let's take this bike here and start the engine, aka me. So yeah, we have been working on this. The Russians had a collective farming. So basically, what happens in the 40s, they took the land of its owners. So it was between 1940 and 1947, and obviously, as you know, probably the socialism, communism came, and the farming was basically government guided, and it was collective farming. So we have the ruins of that here, and there's my father's place. Yeah, I think he's asleep still, maybe. So here you can see ahead of us is the farm that we used to work when the Russians basically blew the whistle here. So let's see, I can show you. So this is basically ours now, and we have quite amount of capital, let's say like that, but it's kind of difficult because we don't actually have anything to do with it, so or utilize it. So that's the problem. So we have here, this is the farm. Here was the commissar who was living here, who was actually running this whole area here. This is just cold. Nowadays abandoned. So they kind of left in a hurry. It was one night and they were gone. So here is basically nothing. So we worked in this. This was a dairy farm. And there is a dairy just along the road. We can probably go and see, but it's it's a familiar place for me. I've been working here since a child, but this land was belonged to my family. Earlier, and Russians just took it away from us. So that's how it went. So let's see here. Maybe I can leave my bike over there. Yeah. So I have only kind of things that I can use. There is on my farm. There's making logs and firewood to keep the place warm. And here's a project that I've been working on. It is working now. It was took a couple of months to get it working. This was the only thing that was left here. Luckily, it was. And I think we have here only our kind of a really old. It's in here, really old trailer, which was used previously with the horses, but this we have here, and we have quite a lot of this space, but hopefully we can make something happen. And I don't know what else. That trailer there was left behind, old one. I don't know what can we use it for. I think we could make a drawbar out there, but I don't know where we use it. kind of meant to be with the horse. And here's another one, kind of like this. It doesn't have anything, any old drop, but then we have this one here. So we can get, maybe utilize this with the tractor now that it's working. So we have a couple of greenhouses with, I have, and also my father has, so we can distribute a little bit water with that. It's much more easier because we have done it with the bucket. Yeah, for now, and yeah, all this crap is left here. But let's take a look. I can show you the map a little bit, and so how is it been? So we have here, this is the area. And we have here a couple of families. Let's take a look. So Kingsepp is our family, and Kingsepp means cobbler. And then there is a Tom family, Ilves family, and Mäki, and there they is. There they are. And then there is state of Estonia. State-owned property, and but they have now after the independence the land that was took away is now returned to their original families to own. But there is some land, as you can see here. Let's take a look at that. So some land of here is owned by the state. So we have all this, but the problem is, we don't have anything to, anything to do with these fields and everything. So everything is just withered and left on the fields. Nobody has any equipment or tools. Basically, that tractor that I fixed, that's the only one. Excluding these, they are being spying on here. Going with my bike, and here is, they have, the Russians left really hurry from here. In a hurry, I don't know why, but this was also the, which I was also working on this peat fields, getting that, and it's burned, and actually, well, earlier, at the Russian era, they were importing that peat to the Leningrad, and it was used for heating, and also in here in Estonia, I think Tallinn or some bigger cities, I don't know exactly, but in here we burned firewood. But they left really hurry, and this is for sale actually, this land, and that everything on there includes the deal, but obviously nobody has any money because everybody's just trying to survive. So we have $200. We are using dollars here at this point. Yeah, so pretty hard, and then there is the Tama family here, and they have on their land was this old dairy, which was the Russians built this one here, and they got that, but there's no milk or anything with that shut down at the moment. So yeah, so that maybe could be working at some point. Then here we have a shop, just the village shop, and everybody's kind of bringing stuff there, and the Tom family is the I think they have the most amount of money here, and they are exporting stuff and importing. So they own this kind of area here, and if you had the money, you can get stuff. They can import bought it, they have a truck, one old truck, which they can use, and they use logistics companies, getting stuff here. But and also we get that aid from Finland, and our Finnish brothers is providing stuff, old equipment that they don't use. But and here is the collective area, housing for the workers, which were in Russia. The thing works like that. People we can drive to the let's drive to the peak thing at the same time as I tell you. So people kind of worked like in a factory. So and as you probably know, agriculture doesn't kind of work like that. So yeah, they just clocked in, worked for a certain amount of hours, long days, and clocked out, and that was it. And let's cut through this forest here. So that was the thing, and the communism party or collective offered housing and free meals and things like that. You kind of work for everybody, but that's communism. Yeah, but now it's over here. And the infrastructure is a little bit in the Stone Age, let's say about that. We don't have running water here. We have only electricity, and so this is the peat operation that the Russians had, and this is just so expensive area, but there is these piles that they left here, and if you can see there over that window, let's just go there. As you can see, there is tractors in that. There's a couple of tractors there. 3 kind of so these are all included, and there's one there, and everything is included. These guys here, the peat equipment, and also this peat belongs to that. But I think this is not going anywhere because nobody's working here. Yeah, but I don't know what kind of have these been kind of no, they're not the airplane hangers. The doors are just too narrow. But yeah, so let's jump my bike again. Yeah, it's pretty cold. How cold is it here now? 4 degrees minus. Not so bad. We went in the beginning of January. We were like minus 20, so quite cold. And what else? Yeah. So this is kind of winded survival. But it seems, for me at least, it seems so I'm too old, because vintage is actually, the 90s. It actually fits in the word vintage. So it just, I don't know. 90s just seemed that, it was just a couple of years ago. But that's why you feel old. So lock is busted here. So I think we could open. Can we open this? No, we can't. Okay. Yeah, that belongs to that. we can, but we can, they have, I know the route. We can just go around. Yeah, so as you can see, yeah, so somebody has driven here, but it's just quiet, and this road, this has an asphalt on it. Russians made it. It was pretty good road, and yeah, but nobody is taking care of this. We don't have any infrastructure, that kind of a maintenance going, because yeah, basically the everything started from scratch. So yeah, we are just in the beginning of this Estonia state as it is. So yeah, but about the series, that much, that I am making a little bit experience on this. So as you can see, it is January 12th. So here's the store. It's open. Yeah, but we got basic stuff here, so we can trade also. So I have a few beehives, so I can bring honey there, and yeah, people will buy it, and I can get stuff out of there. Yeah, so this is the town family. They have there's the older brother lives there. I think he name's Noah. And the head of the family is on the big house, and there's one grandma lives over there a little bit further, and also the younger sister lives by her own. And there's that old dairy, yeah, which was belonged to the Russians. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, about the series. So I'm doing an experiment of playing this 28 days month. So I will be skipping a lot of times, but it doesn't take too long, like a skipping month is like maybe 10 minutes just sleeping, but you don't have to see that. But I want to see, does the game change at all? How is the snow? How does it look, the leaves and the different times of year. So that will be interesting to see. So everything, as you can see, we have quite a big field here, but yeah, I don't know how to work on this. Everything has withered. So yeah, here's the kind of a import-export thing that the Tom family owns. So nobody is here. Yeah, and they work here, the whole family basically. But then we can get some diesel on that tank, and yeah, and then we come here. This is the old collective. So people actually do live here, and they have some left, some stayed, and yeah, they are just they got the apartments that they have there. They got, the state of Estonia gave those. They had a choice: do they want to take a piece of the land that they have worked, or do they take the apartment? And or somebody put somebody like the garage or garage operation, and yeah, some people decided to take apartment, and they are living here, trying to survive. Yeah, so pretty rough conditions, but yeah, here is kind of a garages and some kind of operations. Some are electricians, some are plumbers, but we don't need plumbing because we don't have any over there on the other area. But in here, obviously, And here's the old collective grain mill. So this is the people in the area have it just if we get some crops on the ground and things going, we could, you know, get this to work. So we don't have any raw materials, but they have taken care of this. So this could work easily. And yeah, people get a job. But if the good thing is here is a lot of workers. So if we get this thing going, we can use these workers here. They will work gladly. And yeah, basically don't have anything to do with everything, just, you know, doing what we can. Have been fishing in the summer and also in winter through the ice, getting mushrooms from the forest, berries, everything. Try to just, you know, make it. And yeah, getting some kind of a food aid and everything from there, from the Tom family, and they will bring it here or store something here, flowers, things like that, which is brought here. And also to the store, they're running that, but basically nobody has any money. So especially those people that lived in the collective part, so that was pretty hard. Yeah, so, and also we don't have any money, $200, so $280, kind of tough times. But anyway, I think what I will do, I think you know, I gotta get that fire logs, a little bit logs to the Tom family, sell them logs there. But it's gonna be kind of time consuming at this point, because yeah, we need to just take a chainsaw and go to our forest. As you saw, we have quite a lot of forest here, so that is pretty cool. But it is time consuming, but that we have. But let's take a look at this part of the land. Yeah, so 433,000. So that is a long way. But I think that's kind of a goal, because the peat is really valuable and gives good money. But there's a lot of work. You have to work a lot to get it. And yeah, but that is a lot of money. Yeah, well, 433,000. It's just crazy amount now, you know. But we gotta work. We're working on that goal. That would be our thing. But I'll see you at the garage where the tractor is, and let's try to start it up. Okay, we are here. Let's leave that bike there. Yeah, so this had basically just the cylinders were stuck, but all the engine, but it was because of the cylinders, and I got that repaired, took it apart, and let's see. Yeah, runs like a charm. We'll see, let's put that down. Yeah, I think just need to get the you know, logging thing going and try to gather some money. Basically I don't know. I don't want to cut too many trees, so I just want to keep what I just want to cut what we need. So we need basically money for something to start getting those fields done. I think we have 2 fields in that state that we could just seed grass in those. But yeah, that is a little bit of I can't really even remember what fields was it. I think this was one on the left, and that field between me and my father's house. I think so. And at some point I need to make more of that lumber. Obviously. So get a little bit more equipment, and a plow would be nice, or some kind of a harrow maybe. And I think the grass is the only way to go at this point. Yeah, and get some animals, because I have a chicken coop also there, and he's actually things there. I have a chicken coop there, and I don't have chickens, so it would be really nice to get some eggs going, and also cows. But they are really expensive, but I would really like some cows. Because that's ours, the cow farm, so that would be really cool. I got my firewood thing here done a little bit, but consumed also a lot. Let's take that chainsaw there. Like so, and try to figure out where to go. Also, we've been hunting is quite a big or popular way to get food. I have also feed the deers here, a little feeding trough for them, but I don't have anything to feed them now. Sorry, it's a little cold. And this part of the our property is kind of a thing that maybe could utilize, because this is this kind of a open area. I don't know how to utilize this. Maybe I could get some poles and barbed wire and get some animals also, maybe sheep, or just make a pasture for the cows. But I don't think we need pasture for the cows, because on that cow farm we have really big pasture there. So I don't know. Do I need that? Don't think so. Let's see here. Where is the I don't want to. I need to check them are still on our land, or yes, we are. Long way to go. I don't want to cut too big trees yet, so maybe I will just get these little ones here. Some kind of a electric line, or maybe a road in the future. Maybe I will start here. Yeah, if it's possible to expand that open area a little bit in a big, you know, bigger one. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let this guy run. Oh. Let's see. Oh, why is it down so hard? Gotta find the sweet spot. Damn. Yeah, I know what it is. Because I'm recording, that's what it is. Like so. Let's take. Oh, I need to cut. How long this would be? Could it be like? If I just could get somewhat length of that trailer. Would I use this as a measuring stick? Look at that. Damn. Oh my God. Skills. That's pretty accurate. So here's the measuring stick for us. But oh my God, it's too... maybe... And I'll bet those are way too heavy, these logs. I think so. Let's see. But I'm not gonna keep you watching this battle with this. Come on, can I lift it? Yes, I can. I'm strong because I've been working all my young life. Yeah, and I think this was a pretty good choice to take these small trees. Yeah, so okay. I will continue this, and I think I will see you. Let's see when we are going to the Tom family's store, and we'll sell there. I think nobody needs any logs here because everybody's pretty much, you know, owning their own forest and have plenty of trees. So why waste money on firewood if you own your own forest? So that's the reason. But I will see you in a bit. All right, there is now 3 trees on the box, but this trailer I need to you know, figure out something. This is not the best thing. I will probably break this, and we hopefully will get some crane at some point in here. But I think I need to you know, develop this a little bit. Maybe I could find some scrap metal and hook them. Or look at that. So hook them up with on here and dismantle this box. So it would be better with this wood. I think so. Let's see how much those city folks are ready to pay. Oh yeah, 1,700. I'll take that. And that was 3 trees. Yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Yeah, it's kind of a struggling with the snow and going. The trailer went because it's a little bit narrower than the back tires of the tractor, so it went kind of a wonkeloid behind me all the time. But I don't know, will I make another load? I think that is enough, and I think this episode is also enough. So this probably will be a little bit shorter one, but it's okay, it's okay. You know, kind of an introduction, what's going on. I'm really excited where this will go, and can we get that peat operation purchased? We'll see. Yeah, and yeah, that is the one thing. I did play on FS19. I played this kind of a survival challenge, but yeah, not this kind of a land owning, but I think the land owning is part of the story, because that actually happens, and I'm probably going to put some information pop-ups of the history, what has happened, and what all the what can I find of the Estonian agriculture, what kind of stuff is there, and it's a little bit of a learning curve for me also. Yeah, how has it developed from that, after that 91 independence, and I have been reading about that history a little bit, so I have a vague idea now. But I want to thank you for watching. If you did watch this, you can comment, obviously, but these are recorded quite a bit in a backlog, but I will read them anyway. Yeah, please do consider subscribing and hit the notification bell, so you will be notified when the next episode is coming. What are we going to do? I will probably do off camera a little bit of this logging. I don't know, but my goal is that I will do quite a bit on camera, not so much off camera work. Yeah. But and hit that like button, because YouTube likes it obviously. Apparently. Yeah. But hopefully I will see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.